Alright, so for this makeup tutorial, the first thing I'm going to do is put a lip scrub on because I want my lips to be like nice and plump and beautiful by the time we get to the lipstick. So I have this MAC lip scrub in Summer Berry. So the first thing we're going to do is draw on our brow. So I am going to brush my brow hairs up. Woohoo! And then I'm using the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. That's not going to focus because it hates me, but it's so right after the brows, what we're going to be doing is we are going to prime our eyes. So I'm going to be using a white concealer. And here. And now what I'm going to do first is I am going to take a big fluffy brush. Okay, so with the big fluffy brush, I'm going to be taking this MAC eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be going in with this peach shade right here. I'm going to go in with my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply this all over the eyelid. Okay, so to start with our cut crease, we're going to start working on the brow bone. So with the same fluffy brush, I am going to take this brown shade right here, and I'm going to start working on this outer part of the eye. So don't be afraid to get it on your eyelid right now because it doesn't really affect it right now because we're going to cut the crease later. I recommend you to try to avoid this area. Yeah, this area right here, because after you get it there, it's really hard to get it off. Now that we have this outer part of the eye well done and blended in beautifully, I am going to take a transition shade in a chocolatey lighter brown just to transition the crease itself from this brow bone. So I'm going to be taking this fluffy angle brush and I'm going to be using this color right there. So once again, you fill the brush up real well. And we go in and just make sure everything is well blended. So yeah, nice and good. Now with an angled brush, we're going to take some concealer and we're going to cut the crease. So this step is not that hard. You just gotta try to use a brush that will just keep everything very exact. So we take our concealer and we're going to be cutting the crease right. Okay, so now that we've cut the crease or concealed the eyeshadow, I am going to go in with this rose gold color right here. So what I'm going to do before that is I'm going to put on this orange color just to warm up the look. Excuse my ratchet eyeshadow. Just to warm up the look because with the lip we're using, it will look better a little warmer. So I'll just pat that on. Now I'm going to be taking Max Fix Plus. I'm going to spray it on my brush. Spray. Okay. So I sprayed that on my brush. So this metallic shade we're using for the lid will just come out at its fullest, baby. So now I'm going to pat that on there. I'm going to be doing the under eye part. So this bottom line right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same brown shade on a flat brush. Then what I'm going to do with this outer part here is I'm going to use the same orange shade we used to like start that lid right there. Now my next step is to tightline. I swear, if that wasn't recording, I'm going to cry. So we can see both of our eyes. They're pretty similar. Our last step right now will be to line our eyes, wing our liner. So honestly, I don't have any advice for this. Straight up. This is just a lot of practice and figuring out the shape of your eye. And yeah, there's all these tricks in YouTube. I guess like what got me started was the bobby pin trick, and then I eventually just liked better how it looked when I did it by hand. So I find it really helpful that I have an angled there eyeliner. I find it easier to do it that way, but you may not, so yeah. Now that we've got our eyes done, our next step is going to be to do our face. So what I'm going, oh my lord. Okay, so let me zoom out. This looks beautiful, honestly. Alright, so our eyes and brows are done. Our next step is going to be to... So what I do is I like to conceal my eyes first. So I use a lighter color than my actual shade. So I'm using this pink shade because my under eyes tend to be a bit purpley. So what I use to conceal is I have a MAC contour palette, contour and conceal palette. So this is what I use to conceal. So I'm using a light shade to do my under eyes. Always watching out that this line we worked on earlier is not taken away. So as you can see, I like to just like draw one arch under my under eye, under my bags, and I just like draw streaks out. So that is my highlight. Now I'm going to take my contour shade, which is a dark brown. Emphasize on the cheekbones, highlight the under eye part and cover up my bags. Highlight the tip of the nose bridge, highlight the chin, cover out a couple of imperfections I have there, covered up this pimple right there, contoured my cheeks, gave a little darkness here, and the next step is foundation. So my foundation color is super like not impossible to find. So I'm going to mix I'll clean that later. Alright, so I'm going to mix a darker foundation with my closest foundation color I've had. I'm mixing them both together in with a beauty blender. beauty sponge beauty thingy. Alright, so take translucent powder I have with the same beauty blender. I'm going to pick it up with the beauty blender. And I'm just gonna bake this under eye part. So we're gonna let that bake while I contour my face. So I'm going to be using this angled brush thing. Yeah, I'm going to be using one of the bronzers I have. What I'm going to do while that's still baking is I'm going to take some more of this translucent powder and I'm going to put it right under our contour. And just on my lip, because I'm always sitting there. Alright, so let's see what we have left. Well, yeah, I'm going to remove the upper part of the baking with this big fluffy brush. Did it say Versace? Oh yeah, Versatile. This thingy here, I have no idea what brand it is. Oh, Lacombe. My Lacombe setting powder in Matte Honey 3. Oh, brush it off. And I'm taking my big fluffy brush again, and I'm just starting to pat all of it in. So, our next step is going to be to blush. So, I have my little blush brush. And I have my little blushy blush. So I'm going to take this on my brush and I'm going to start on the apple of my cheek and go up. Take my Urban Decay Naked Illuminated highlighter. This is a gold highlighter, which since we're going with a warmer lip tone, I feel like it will go really well. So I'm taking my highlighter brush. Beautiful. Okay, now actually, for my Cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose, I'm going to be using my MAC highlighter, which is a bit lighter. It's the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. Okay, so our last step, actually our second to last step, is going to be mascara. I left this for last because I just want the eyelashes to look a bit fresh. So yeah. Now we're doing mascara. For our last step, the lipstick, I'm going to be using this red lipstick by NARS. Red by NARS, matte red in the shade Don't Stop. Alright. Okay, so now that we have finished the makeup, I'm going to take the last few steps, which are to highlight my brow bone, sorry. That sounded so lame. Okay, to highlight my brow bone, and then I'm going to set the entire look. Highlight it, and it's popping out. I am going to set it, so I'm going to take the MAC Fix Plus, and since you guys didn't get to see my lips get done, then I guess if you If you want to see a liquid lipstick tutorial, then comment down below or something. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So now, as Nikki Tutorials taught us, the way to set your matte spray and have your foundation stay forever on is you spray it and then fan it. So here we go. So now that we're done, what I did with my hair is I let it down and I just loosely curled some pieces of it. Curled my bangs to just give it this poofy look. And as you can see, the look was wrapped up with some red matte lipstick. And yeah, this is today's tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I don't know, subscribe or something. Let's see if this is a thing. Thanks for watching and sticking through my suckiness and weird makeup tutorial. And yeah, have a good life. Bye.